I guess you love movies. I do too. Hi guys, and welcome back to another movie review. Today we're going to be reviewing Arrival. I'm sorry this movie review is a little bit late. I haven't got around to reviewing it, but here I am, and I'm reviewing it for you today. Arrival is a science fiction film directed by Denis Villeneuve and stars Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, Forest Whitaker, and many others. And is a film about a linguist played by Amy Adams, who is contacted by the military to decode and work out why an alien race who has landed on Earth is there and what their intentions are. Now, what did I think of Arrival? Well, that's what I'm here to tell you today. The first thing that I really thought was the centerpiece of Arrival, and what made it, what I think, a very good science fiction film, was the performance by Amy Adams. I thought that she was fantastic in this film. I think it might be one of her best performances. There's so many layers to her character and so much complexity to her. It makes her so good in the movie because you feel for her a lot of the time and you really have a connection to her as a character. And that makes her performance so much better. I think Amy Adams is a very, very talented actress. And she's definitely wasted in roles like Lois Lane in the Superman movies, which completely wastes her talents. And if you watch her in movies like The Fighter and American Hustle, and especially this film, she's a fantastic actress. And this film really shows off her talents. I thought Forest Whitaker was very good in the film. And I thought quite a few other supporting actors and actresses were good as well. I also really enjoyed the cinematography in this film. It was really, really gorgeous. A lot of Denis Villeneuve's films look very nice, especially Sicario, which was, I believe, shot by Roger Deakins. This movie is not. However, I still think the cinematography is wonderful. There's a lot of brilliant wide takes of these ships, of these vessels where the aliens are inside. There's some brilliant cinematography. A lot of it is, there's obviously a certain amount of CGI there, but still visually absolutely stunning film. I also really enjoyed how this movie takes its time to set up its world, its characters. It's a slow building film. This is not a movie that has 50 cuts a second. This movie isn't quick paced, fast paced. This isn't an action sci-fi film. This isn't The Matrix. This isn't Inception. This movie takes its time. It is a thoughtful and thinking man sci-fi that sets up questions and doesn't always answer them, but it makes you think and it makes you contemplate different things that happen throughout the film. You have to keep your attention in this film. It's not a film you can sit there and just stuff popcorn in your face. It's definitely a film that requires your full attention and it requires you to think. And it's a very interesting film when you pay full attention. It's an incredibly interesting film in that way. And it definitely is reminiscent of films like 2001: A Space Odyssey and Blade Runner and more thinking man sci-fi like that. And I really enjoyed how it did that. It definitely has a talk on communication through nations and the Earth, and that we should try and work together to solve a common goal rather than thinking about our more personal problems. As the aliens themselves have a different way of looking at the world, unlike us. And we have to understand that in order to realise if they are or are not a threat. And I love how they showed that throughout the film. Yes, I thought it was really good. I thought a lot of the different layers to the story. Emotionally, it was very impactful. I won't go into why because it definitely goes into spoilers, but I feel the way they did that, as well as making it visually stunning, interesting in terms of the idea of language and communication, the way that they made that interesting was very good, as well as the emotional impact, mainly through Amy Adams' character, was very captivating and very intriguing. I really enjoyed that a lot. The only real thing I can think of that was a negative with this film was Jeremy Renner's character. Even though Jeremy Renner does a fine job and he's quite, interesting and he has some good moments, but I feel like his character is just a little bit cookie cutter. He's a little bit on the edge, on the peripherals of the story, and really he doesn't have too much to do in the movie. And Jeremy Renner, as we know, is a talented actor. He deserves better roles, I feel, because you're looking at him, in The Hurt Locker, for example, which I don't really rate as a movie personally, but I think he's very, very good in that movie, and I feel like he needs more roles like that because he's a very talented actor and he deserves more challenging and meaty roles, because this movie and Hawkeye and the Avengers, he's sidelined in a lot of films, and I feel like he deserves to be the sort of number one actor in a film, because really he has the talent to pull it off, I believe. So really that's my only negative with Arrival. Overall, I thought Arrival was a fantastic, thoughtful and very, very entertaining science fiction film. Great cinematography and a really great performance from Amy Adams. I found it to be one of the best of her career, I believe. And if you enjoy more sort of thoughtful and more sort of not so sort of blockbuster science fiction, more sort of thoroughbred science fiction, then you're really going to enjoy this film, I think. And I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to give Arrival 9 out of 10. So there you go, that's my movie review of Arrival. I'm sorry this is late, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, drop your comments down in the section below. What is your favourite science fiction film? Mine is Blade Runner. Of course, Denis Villeneuve is making the new Blade Runner film, and I've definitely got higher standards for that film now. I've watched Arrival. I was hoping that he could master the sci-fi genre, and he definitely has done. And I'm looking forward to Blade Runner 2049 next year. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.